Okay, here's another application of word problems in linear systems. It's a geometry application. So we have two rectangles, have lengths that are in a ratio of 3 to 1, and heights which are in a ratio of 2 to 1. If the perimeter of one rectangle is 58 and the perimeter of the other rectangle is 22, find the area of each rectangle. So the assumption I'm going to make here is that one rectangle is bigger than the other. So I'm going to draw my two rectangles. Here's my first one. And here's my second one, which is smaller. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to label the length and the height of the rectangle as x and y. So it says that the lengths of the rectangle in a ratio of 3 to 1. So if the smaller one is x, the bigger one is 3x. And then the heights are in a ratio of 2 to 1. So the height of one is y, the other one is 2y. Now it says the perimeter of one rectangle is 58 and the other one is 22. So we're to assume that the perimeter of the bigger rectangle is 58. So the perimeter is going to be 2y plus 2y plus 3x plus 3x is 58, or 4y plus 6x equals 58. At this point, it's a good idea to see if we can reduce this equation, and 2 goes evenly into all three numbers. So I'm going to have 2y plus 3x equals 29. So here's one equation. We need another equation to be able to solve this. So let me change colors. I'm going to go to the smaller rectangle now. And similarly, we're going to have 2x plus 2y equals, let's see what the perimeter is, 22, right over here. So that's 22. Once again, I'm going to reduce so that x plus y is 11. So I've got my two equations. So I'm going to put them together to solve now. So I'm going to say 3x plus 2y equals 29. Remember, I can switch the 3x and the 2y because of the commutative property of addition. And I'm going to have x plus y equals 11. So what I want to do is get rid of one of the variables. So you can pick x or y, it doesn't matter. I want to get rid of y, so what I'm going to do is multiply the second equation by -2. Why -2? Because when I multiply that, I have -2y, and then I have 2y, and the y's will cancel. So this is going to become -2x minus 2y equals -22. Let me write the other equation below it. So 3x plus 2y equals 29. So I'm going to add these two, and I'm going to get that x, the y's cancel, equals 7. -22 plus 29 is 7. So if x is 7, what is the value of y? Well, we go to this equation over here and we stick in 7 for x. We can see that 7 plus y is 11, so y has to be 4. So what are we being asked for? Find the area of each rectangle. So the area of this rectangle is 6xy, and the other one is simply xy. So let's go back down here. So the bigger one is 6xy. So that is 6 times 7 times 4. So that is 42 times 4, which is 168. And the other one is just x times y, which is 28. Make sure you have answered the problem. A lot of times we get all happy because we found x and y. The problem is over and we get the problem wrong, especially on standardized tests like the SAT. So be very careful to answer the question being asked.